All right, today is September 25th, 2025. We're gonna go. Well, I'll quickly go over yesterday's price action. I took two trades yesterday. Okay. I'm actually gonna record the screen for the sake of saving it. All right, and start. All right, so um, I took two trades yesterday. As you can see here at the top, I was looking for a potential short. I wanted the price to come up right up to this level and reject it right here. All right, it's just the weekly high area, and I just wanted the price to reject that. And Q was inside that weekly high, and VIX was somewhere down here. As you can see, it's down there at the bottom. All right, so when the market opened up, price basically just started selling off. We had a lot of volume coming in right at the market open, and then price. Let's bring this back a little bit. All right, so right before the market opened, a lot of volume came in right into here, snuffing out price, and then price sold off at the open. You can see that here, price is gonna go higher and stop there, right short of my level. We do get somewhat of a hammer candle, but it's still forming. So maybe on the 1 minute would have been good, but price sold off. NQ is all the way down at the bottom. And there goes ES. All right, so I said, okay, so my error to go long here did not work out. Price sells up even further. We have an absorption candle right here that fails. An absorption candle right here that fails. We have selling here. All right, so right now I'm just tracking price more to the downside because price is moving down, and I don't have anything else here to really catch my attention. And then I saw the absorption. I see the red selling. I see that we got something going on, and I'm interested in that level now because the market is basically red. All right, so come back up here, reject the 67, 16, 67, 20s for continuation down to these lows is what's my goal is. So about, I don't know, 10, 12 points. Would prefer to get all the way down here, but this is yesterday's low. We can see that price bounced over here, bounced again, and then moved up. So a lot of respect that area. Okay, so that's Mondays. Yeah, that's Mondays. So and I think the Monday's low it went even further somehow, but I think it went down to here, and I think I ended up marking it. Right, so yeah, so Monday low, as you can see, I ended up marking. I went back to see that because I remember we were still inside of it, and we're also inside of Tuesday. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. The market is basically consolidation within one another. So let's continue. So waiting for price to come up and give a good rejection at this level. I know we had 10 o'clock news. There was the news that came in. All right, price bounced around. All right, we got some volume that went into it. So I said, okay, we got volume into this level, volume into that level. We do got somewhat of a hammer, but that's not what I want. I want to see wicks on the 5 minutes before I trust any wicks on anything else. I see a wick here, and it doesn't seem good enough for me. I guess it was good enough for me. I took the trade. I said I wick there, and I took the trade. It had a wick here. It had volume. Let's go back a little bit right before I click that buy button. All right, price started selling off. Had a wick, a little wick here, looked like absorption, selling, came to this little area here. Okay, bet, let's do it. All right, price struggles, never moved. Right, does drop a little bit. I want to move to my stop loss to break even. We don't have any more volume coming in. Right, that volume looked like it was snuffed out. That's why I got in short. So possibility was there. Price fought for a while, not gonna lie. I wanted to just exit the trade, but I said I have to see it through. Bam, I got stopped out. I said, okay, it still looked like it's still good, right? We don't have any volume that came in yet, so price is still deciding what it wants to do. Maybe we'll go long here, or maybe we'll go short here, right? I just gotta wait for volume to reappear to reassure what we want to do. And here we go. So price pushes up. Oh, volume started sneaking in, right? Right here. I saw the wick. We hit this. Volume is sneaking in. We're close to closing out the candle. We have an absorption candle right here. All right. I think I'm gonna wait till this is closed, and I'm gonna take it. Right. I like this wick here. I like that. It closes. I took the trade. Right. Anticipating that this will close red. Anticipating that price will continue lower. Right. Very early, but it looked like we're ready to go. And then bam, price closes. Boom. Okay. We sold here. That's the only volume up that reappeared now on the tick chart on this frame here. All right. Okay. Now we just wait. Can we break here? This freaked me out. I said, "Ah, crap. We're gonna end up buying down here." But cause look, 59. All right. We're already at the next time frame. Fortunately for me, it's closed out red, so sellers showing like, okay, they want to stay in there because this is where this buy candle is. Don't be absorption. All right, it's absorption. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, I'm about to probably close out this trade if price doesn't want to work out. All right, I'm getting anxious. I select this consolidation here. I like that we're holding there. Okay, kind of interested more. If anything, I would add more. I adjusted my risk to make sure that it is what it needs to be at. Price is fighting this level. I want to move it down to break even. There it is. Price pushed down. All right, we moved more than we should. 6 points, 1 to 1. We're moving to the break even. I don't need you coming back up. Price starts to challenge that area again. This is that news, reclaiming that news. My stop loss is 0.5 for my entry. As always, for my adjusted, we get so freaking close to it. 2, 7. Let's look at the high. 6, 6, 7, 1, 2, 25. All right. 6, 7. What was it? 6, 7, 1, 2, 25. So 1 point away from it. I think it went up again, if I remember correctly. No, it did not. Okay, so here we go. Now we're coming near my level. I wanted to see price crash down. We only have a minute left in this. I'm not going to wait. I just took the trade off. Boom. Close enough. Good. This was my level I wanted to get to. We got close to it. That's good enough for me. I don't need to milk everything out of it. Price might reject. We're still inside of a buy or something. Yeah, we're still inside of a buy. As you can see, this marked. Okay, so maybe we're bouncing off of it. I don't know. Eventually, price moves up and then moves down. Right? This here would have freaked me out. Like, yo, are you not gonna hit? And this would have been like 1 point of stress, and the 1 point of stress is not worth it. And then there, now price hit that level. Right after 5, 10, so about 10 to 15 minutes, and it really pushes through, which sucks, and hits the low of that Monday, pushes through even more. 4 to 1, pushes through even more. Fucking bitch. All of that, right? And that would have been a phenomenal trade, all right? But we're here at 11:39, 11:43, right? Imagine, I didn't expect all of this to happen within that few time frame, because that would have been what I wanted out of this trade. But price did stall there, as you can see, and you have to accept that. And stall, absorptions dropped, and then after that, came back to the absorption level, think it moved down. Oh, yeah, moved down afterwards. I think eventually, and then bounced back up. Ended up closing inside of that level by the end of the day. So that was my two trades. Good trade here. Ended up green on the day. Was I nervous? I was. I don't like to be wrong, but I accepted my fate. I accepted my fate. Um, Freaking ridiculous. I accepted my fate that you know I can't control what the market does, but I can control what I do. And as I was saying, that the market is about showing, can you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself to do what you want, that you say that you're going to do? Or can you trust yourself with following your plans, following your rules? And the same way that we have to trust ourselves or build confidence in ourselves as going to the gym, waking up at a time, doing the workouts, not doing them even if we don't feel like it. It's how it is. When the opportunity is there, you gotta take it. So and then you have to hold out. You know, you can't just say like, "Oh my gosh, I want to make my money back or whatever it may be." You can't try to force trades that are not there and neglect the rules that you set up for yourself. So I'm starting to see like the market as a way of, can you trust yourself to do the things that you said that you're going to do? Because if you can't trust yourself, you're not. It's hard for you to build confidence with yourself, and that's pretty much it. I don't know how else to explain it. So that's it for me. I am done. As far as going over this, um, what's this? Wednesday, September 24th. Trade shorts. All right. As far as this goes, I did what I could do. All right. So now for today, we did have news. So let me edit this so that way I know what the news was. And then we're just going to go over everything. So first off, daily. You can see that we closed back in, and then we're now below it by a significant amount. A lot more than I expected. We are headed towards, look like we're headed towards FOMC low. And if that's the case, that's probably a good area to see price bounce. Like we're headed towards FOMC low. All right. So there's no volume here. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour has now selling. Boom, 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 bam. All right. So we're holding this area here. All right. Heading towards FOMC low is a thing to make note of. Alright, we're holding this absorption level right now. Let's go to 1 hour. Alright, so we may come back to this. I'm going to mark this here. Alright, that's an area of interest. We'll come back to that in a bit. Let's go to the 30-minute 4 hour. Boom, 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 boom. Been used a lot. 1 hour. Clear break right here. Pre-market. So this area I'm interested in. 30 minutes. Alright, let's do some house cleaning. I'm going to get rid of that. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that. This can go. All right. We'll come back to that in a bit. This is news level right here. Okay, so today's news I do have. Oh, 8:30, a lot of news. 10 o'clock, 10:30, 4:30. Had a heavy 8:30 news. That's all that we see there. Gonna mark it for sure. And this is unemployment claims, GDP. Just gonna name it news. Then we'll readjust it to the 15-minute like we usually do. This low can go. This low, how far are you? Okay. I can bring it down here. I'm not sure where my clock is. There it is. Alright. And then the high is way up here. No, I don't want that. Shoot, this one might even go 15-minute. A lot of volume coming in. This is good. Probably want to see what's going on over here. $30-minute didn't have anything, right? Yeah. 15-minute, any clear levels? We got one right here. Goes to the 5-minute. Alright, 5-minute, we have a level right here, but it looks like it's been used a lot. And then the 1 minute, we're not going to do too much bother with. Alright, so let's go down to earth and let's look at what we got around these levels here. Do we have anything that stands out? I got a little bit of short right here. Pretty much it. Alright, a lot of volume at this candle right here. So for this candle right here, does it coincide with? Yeah, it does. I think so. Alright, nope, doesn't. A lot of volume though. Minutes, 1 hour. $30 minutes. 14. Let's see if we're getting rejection right here somewhere. Other than that, I don't have much to work with. All right, let's add settlement price and then let's move on to the next one. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go to NQ daily. Broke out. All right, really trashing these lows. FO. It's the news. We're dropping with no volume, huh? Interesting. Okay. Let's add settlement price. Okay. Just gonna see what comes of it. Let's go ahead, VIX. This is longer than usual. All right, that's the high. And then the low is down here, but we kind of like came off of it very quickly. Here's the low. Yeah. All right. And that's the gap. We'll see what comes of this. Okay. All right. So, in a sense, that's it. Can't really do anything else but wait. All right. A lot of weird volume coming in. So yeah, just gonna wait it out. Yeah, a lot of weird volume coming out, so I'm just gonna wait it out. That's it.